Imagine you're working as a ground maintenance technician at a big airport doing routine maintenance checks on a Boeing. The engines are running as part of normal procedures after maintenance to make sure everything is okay. You're walking around the aircraft holding your paperwork and doing your job. The final check. The sound is terrifyingly loud. Even with the hearing protection you're wearing, you can still hear the muffled roar vibrating through your body. But you're focused on what you're doing. You've done this movement 1,000 times. Suddenly, you get a little too close to the engine air intake. Today, we're going to talk about jet engines, specifically what happens when a human body gets sucked into one, a quick breakdown. This topic is way worse than what you imagine in your head. Honestly, you don't just get injured, you literally disappear. What happens in the next 3 seconds isn't just death. It's complete obliteration. Today, I'll explain to you every millisecond of what happens. Let's find out what happens when you come face to face with the engine intake. This nightmare, we need to understand how a jet engine actually works, so that every time you understand what happens, it becomes even more horrifying. A commercial engine like the CFM56, the most common engine on Boeing 737s, works on a simple principle. Squeeze, bang, blow, and yes, those are the real technical terms. First stage squeeze, the front fan sucks in massive amounts of air. We're talking about around 1,500 pounds of air per second at full power. Even when idling quietly, it still sucks between 300 to 400 pounds of air per second. Second stage, the air is compressed. It goes into a multi-stage compressor, where pressure and temperature rise insanely high. Third stage bang, fuel ignites in a controlled explosion. Temperatures can reach 2,000 degrees Celsius. Fourth stage blow, the exhaust blasts out the back with terrifying force, propelling the aircraft forward. The problem is this engine doesn't distinguish between you and anything else. The suction zone in front of the engine can extend up to 15 feet. The moment you enter that zone, there's no more resistance. The engine is sucking air heavier than your body weight across multiple stages. To the engine, you're just a light object being pulled in. Let's break down what happens to you second by second from the moment the engine grabs you until you disappear. It all takes about 3 seconds. First moment, an extremely violent and powerful pull. It's not just wind. There's an invisible force dragging you forward. Your feet slide, you try to grab anything nearby, the wing, any part of the plane. But there's no time. Your fingers scrape against the aircraft body and your boots. Against the aircraft body and your boots. The sound is catastrophic, a mechanical roar shaking your chest. At this moment, you'd probably try to think, no, surely I can stop myself. But unfortunately, it's extremely difficult. The closer you get, the stronger the force becomes. When you're about 5 feet away, you're being sucked at around 30 miles per hour involuntarily. In half a second, the engine has you. You've hit the fan blades. The front fan has about 24 large titanium blades spinning at thousands of RPM. The blade tips move near the speed of sound. So when I say you hit the fan, in reality, the fan hits you at a speed beyond imagination. Whether it hits your shoulder or your head makes little difference. At that speed and force, bones don't break, they shatter into tiny fragments. Your ribcage, spine, everything disintegrates instantly. And the terrifying part is that you probably haven't even had time to process or understand what's happening. The pain signals need time to reach the brain. But your body already knows a catastrophe has occurred. After 1 second, you enter the compressor stages behind the main fan, stationary and rotating blades, smaller and much faster. At this moment, your body is literally being shredded. Skin, muscles, the engine doesn't care. It's designed to handle birds hitting at 500 miles per hour and keep operating. To it, a human body is just slightly larger debris. After 2 seconds, welcome to the combustion chamber. The temperatures here are enough to melt metals. Anything left of you, which isn't much, The water in your body evaporates instantly. Fats burn, tissues disintegrate. You're no longer a body. At this point, you're just fine particles and vapor in the engine exhaust. After 3 seconds, everything left of you is blasted out the back of the engine at terrifying speed. You're not a corpse, not even body parts. You've become a cloud of vapor and scattered particles trailing behind the aircraft. The most horrifying part, the engine itself is completely fine, as if nothing happened. They'll inspect it, clean it, and in most cases it will return to service. You have simply disappeared. The engine got a simple cleaning and life continued normally. What does the beginning feel like? Confusion and panic. Why am I being pulled? Why can't I stop? Then complete awareness and primal terror. You know you're going to die right now and there's nothing you can do. But here's the small mercy. The whole thing is so incredibly fast that your brain most likely doesn't fully process it. The moment the blades hit you, there's a high chance you lose consciousness immediately due to trauma. There's no slow death, no life flashing before your eyes. You exist, and then suddenly you don't. After an incident like this, if anyone saw it, the airport would pause for a while. You'd become a warning story in their training videos. The story they tell so no one gets too close to the engines. Jet engines are terrifying in a way that's not natural. The good news: incidents like this are extremely rare, thanks to all the safety procedures in place today. The bad news: incidents like this have still happened, including ones in 2006 with Continental Airlines, 1988 with Southwest Airlines, and many smaller ones that were kept quiet. If there's one lesson here, if you're working near a jet engine, never get close to it. Leave the job and stay safe.